What is going on, guys? We are here once again with more of my FIFA 13 career mode with Manchester United, and we are kicking things off with United versus Stoke City in the Premier League. If you remember our last result in the Premier League, it was against Norwich City and we drew 2-2, so we're looking to move on once again and go for the win. As you have seen in the past videos, we've had a sort of a stop-start to the season, and I believe we're ready to explode now. This is it. We're getting into the rhythm of things, and this is Manchester United's season.
Here's the man in control of the game.
So here is my squad. I decided to put Rooney and Van Persie on the bench, bringing Danny Welbeck up front with Nani and Valencia on the left and right, and Kagawa just behind, Anderson and Scholes in central mid, and I bring in Johnny Evans as well with centre-back next to Vidic. So 10 minutes into the game, we're looking positive. Welbeck takes it into the box, crosses it into Valencia, who gets ahead to it and knocks it into the back of the net. Goalkeeper unable to do anything about it, making it Manchester United 1, Stoke City 0.
Just like shooting is an art form that needs practice, and this boy...
10 minutes later, and Stoke City are on the attack. De Gea comes out of goal, knocking upfield, but unfortunately goes straight to a Stoke City player. But he runs straight back in goal, and he saves it, knocking out of danger. And Valencia breaks free from the defence. Just look at the space he's given, and I go to pass up to Nani, but unfortunately fails, and the goalkeeper saves it. Shame I couldn't have curled that round the goalkeeper and maybe got a second goal. But here's Kagawa now with the chance of his own, and he knocks it. It was on target, the goalkeeper saves it unfortunately. Valencia wins us a free kick, and I decide to have Scholes take it. With this distance and his power, I thought maybe he might be able to score an amazing goal, but he fires it straight at the wall. It's a shame. And that's the first half done. Manchester United are 1-0 up against Stoke City.
I enjoyed that first half.
Come the second half, what a corker of a goal you will see right now. Evra breaking free, look at the position he's in. Keep watching Danny Welbeck as he breaks free from the defender. Overhead bicycle kick into the corner of the net. Amazing, absolutely amazing, truly amazing. And that makes it Manchester United 2, Stoke City 0, thanks to the Fresh Prince of Manchester.
With such accuracy, you could hardly miss.
Coming up to full time now, Nani takes the ball, runs down the left wing here, breaks away from the right back there, and we fool the defence with another chip cross, and Danny Welbeck, that lad is on fire. Maybe I should be starting him more. Man, there's just so many strikers I've got at the moment. I've got Van Persie, Rooney, Welbeck and Anderson. The list goes on. So I'm going to try and utilise Welbeck's skills a lot more in the future. So Stoke City, they have a corner. And again, we hit them on the counter-attack and we break away from them. They pretty much had the whole team up. And that was a mistake on their part things. As Welbeck, look at the pace on that lad. Slows down, plays the 1-2 with the goalkeeper. And Anderson finishes it off, making it 5-0 to Manchester United. We are looking unstoppable.
Robbed the noses of the opposition in it even more with another goal late in the game.
Yeah, so often a team will just relax.
And that is the end of the game. So Manchester United walk away with 3 points after 5 goals. It was a goal glut.
The game is over, and in truth, it was quite disappointing simply because it was so one-sided.
Well, it was, but you've got to admire the professionalism of the team in charge because they kept the foot on the gas. They showed no mercy at all.
Remember all the speculation about Hernandez? Well, he's come to me and he's said he really doesn't know what this is all about. What's going on? He knows it's not true, all the speculation, so he'll be staying with us. And here's the league table as it stands. That result against Stoke pushes us up into 5th place. It's very tight at the moment, as we are just 2 points behind Chelsea and Everton, who are at top of the table. But let's not forget Everton and Arsenal both have a game in hand. Moving on to our next fixture, and this time it's in the Capital One Cup, or the Carling Cup, or the Worthington Cup. No, I should really call it the Capital One Cup now. And it's against West Ham United, and it's away. So if you remember, our last result here in the Capital One Cup was against Crystal Palace, and that was at Old Trafford, and we beat them 4-0. Can we continue our run in the Capital One Cup?
The three domestic competitions available to the big clubs, and that's why they've taken it increasingly seriously.
In our game today, West Ham United versus Manchester United.
So here is my starting 11, pretty much well, it is the same team that I put out against Stoke City, just a change of Lindegaard in goal, and Bebe is also on the bench. Throughout the first half of this game, West Ham United had their defences up. They pretty much had the midfield back as well, and Scholes, as you just saw, that was pretty much the first shot at goal that we had, and unfortunately the goalkeeper, it wasn't powerful enough to go past him, and that's half time, and it was 0-0.
But at half-time, when one team's got to go through players...
In the second half, though, things started to look a lot better than the first half, as Anderson gets into the box. Welbeck here now with a volley. Fortunately, he hits off the defender, and Valencia couldn't get enough power behind his shot, as the goalkeeper puts it behind for a corner, which obviously went to nothing. And I gave away a penalty. Can you honestly believe it? I gave away a penalty to West Ham United. Lindegaard in goal, and he goes the wrong way. And West Ham United, Noble scores the penalty, making it 1-0 to West Ham United.
They've done the job for his team. The side that have conceded it will be furious with their error.
Yeah, I think so. You've got to have a certain mental state.
So after that penalty, West Ham United went back to defending as we carried on piling on the pressure, and unfortunately nothing came of it. We didn't get anything, we didn't get a goal, and that means we're at the Capital One Cup. But not to worry, I don't really see the Capital One Cup as being a significant trophy to actually win. So it gives us the chance now to focus on bigger competitions such as the Champions League and of course the Premier League. Speaking of the Champions League, we move on to our next fixture and our last fixture in this video, and it's against Celtic at Old Trafford, and it's our last game against them in the group stages. Last time we had a match against them, we lost 2-0, so I'm hoping, and I was hoping when playing this game, that we would beat them and carry on our dominance in our group.
I'm looking forward to this one. Two good teams down there.
Today's game, Manchester United against Celtic. Pointed to this fixture, Dietmar Schlernleber.
So here is our group as it stands. Manchester United at the top, of course, with 6 points. Schalke following shortly behind with 4 points, just 2 points behind us. And here's our team, Lindegaard again in goal, and I bring in Hernandez and Rooney just behind him. Nani and Lenz on the left and right, Anderson and Carrick central mid, Chris Smalling replacing Raphael, and Vidic and Evans in defence, as well as Evra. Notice that I have changed my formation back to the 4-4-2, and here's Rooney, takes his shot in the 31st minute, and the goalkeeper saves it. And that's half time. It's Manchester United 0, Celtic 0, and we've managed to keep their striker Hooper under control.
Emotions at the end of the game, but at half time, when one team's got to go through.
Come second half, Hernandez battling against Mulgrew there, and he gives away a free kick, and I decide, instead of having Hernandez take it, I decide to have Nani take it, as you can see on the screen right now. Nani, because he's not the best at taking free kicks, or well, I'm not the best at taking free kicks, I should say, he knocks it over the goal. Just a couple of minutes later though, Rooney breaks free from the defenders, chip crosses Hernandez, and Hernandez straight across the front of goal, squeezes in a header just into the bottom corner, making it 1-0 to Manchester United.
Got him into the right place, another tap it.
Yeah, it's a natural ability, but I think as you get more experienced, you get better at it even. If you've got a header of the ball like this.
After our last fixture with Celtic, we was unable to contain Gary Hooper, and once again, we was unable to contain him as he scores a nice goal on the 75th minute, making it 1-1.
But they've had a big moment here and they're level.
Yeah, they've got great spirit within this team. They would not lie down, and who knows now.
Here's a shot now.
And there is the full-time whistle. So the final result was Manchester United 1, Celtic 1, giving us a point. putting us top by 7 points in the group stage. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Be sure to stay tuned for the next episode coming tomorrow. See you soon.